So, chapter 11. Okay, who will read? Let's go.
Gehört
Gehört
der Hund Ihnen?
Ihnen?
When you get hören is a dative what verb, which means to belong to. Gehören means to belong to. So I'm asking you, does the dog belongs to you? Normally it will be gehört Ihnen der Hund, because here don't, but then it will be gehört Ihnen der Hund, because the beneficiary here is what a dative pronoun, like basically it's a pronoun. So it will be gehört Ihnen der Hund, not gehört der Hund Ihnen. Like I'm saying, it's German. You know, there's always flexibility too. But then the right form is pronouns comes before what nouns in sentence structure. Okay. Unless maybe like in the statement form, you want to actually say maybe the teacher is helping me. Then what? The lehrer hilft mir. You can't say mir hilft der Lehrer. Yeah, yeah. Some people may say it, yeah, but then like yeah. So Natur own Stadtmenschen. So nature owned city people, like people who loves nature and the ones who loves what the city. All right, so under this topic, these are our Ziele, unsere Lernziele. Das Ziel means the objective. So Ziele is the plural for what? The objectives. So über Gebote und Verbote sprechen. So we are to talk about office. Das Gebot means the offer. Okay. Then Verbote. Verbot. Das Verbot also means ban, like the ban, as in something is banned. Okay, the ban. So we have to talk about Gebote. Okay, what is being offered, what is being allowed, and what is being what's banned. Then it was begründen. Begründen means to justify. So we should be able to what to justify our opinions. When we're talking about things that we should be able to justify them. Begründen. So normally they will be like begründen Sie begründen Sie Ihre Meinung. Justify your opinion. Okay, begründen means to justify. Then it was beschreiben. So we are to describe things. We should be able to describe things after this topic. Give detailed description about things. Then under the grammatic, we talk about the Präteritum von Modalverben. I've already told this. What's the Präteritum for können? Präteritum for
Präteritum bedeutet was?
Präteritum is the past tense. So past
So
tense.
können wir sagen konnte, oder?
Sollen,
Sollte,
müssen,
musste,
dürfen,
durfte,
ja, und wollen,
dürfte, wollen, wollte.
ja, so lala. Then Nebensatz mit weil. Then we should form more sentences with weil. Yeah, but then you have to form more sentences with weil. Okay, so that you get used to it. Okay, then the first chapter we will gather vocabularies around what animals. Das Tier is the animal. Then the Tiere is animals. Then Bürotechnik. Bürotechnik, we talk about the technical things at the office, technical with computers, Wi-Fi, then we talk about gather vocabularies on what pflanzen. The pflanze is the plant, then the plural is the pflanzen. Okay, then we talk about Landschafts. Yeah. Klar. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So start reading. Natur und Stadtmenschen.
Mhm. Was mögen Sie oder machen Sie besonders gern? Kreuzen Sie an und notieren Sie. Sind Sie eher ein Stadtmensch oder eher ein Naturmensch? Ergänzen Sie. Garten, Fernsehen, Alleinsein, Städte, Parkautos, meinen Balkon, Wandern, mit Freunden ausgehen, Blumen, Einkaufszentren, Hunde, ins Kino gehen, Berge, Zeitungen und Tiere.
Ja.
Ich
So
bin
was
gern
mögen Sie?
draußen. Ich liebe Gartenarbeit.
Yeah. So was mögen oder machen Sie besonders gern? What do you particularly like to do? Okay. You cross them. So you can take screenshots of this, then you work on that on your free time. Yeah. So things that you like doing, then you form sentences with it. So here the first sentence is Ich bin gern draußen. Ich liebe Gartenarbeit. Okay. I'm I like to be outside, okay, but then I am always I English translation doesn't so you can the end with been you can use in English you can use and like at the same time, but in German it works. So ich bin gern draußen, ich liebe. So liebe here is love, to love. I love garden work. Okay. Yeah. Ich bin a hare. A hare means rather when you say can say ich wandere nicht. Ich bin a hare, ein zu Hause liebe Menschen. Like you are someone who likes to stay at home. Okay. Ich bin gern nicht draußen. Ich bin a hare. Yeah. A hare means rather. You can use them to form sentences, different sentences with this word shots. Okay, so Garten, Fernsehen, allein sein. Also ich bin her, ich bin her, gern allein sein. Like, sein, ich bin her, allein.
Sondern ist so.
Ich, so, is
Sondern.
that?
Sondern.
Yeah, I
Sondern.
hear you, brother. Yeah, sondern is it's also rather, but sondern is, for instance, conjunction.
Mm. Yeah.
Sondern is conjunction, yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully, share your. My network is not stable. Yeah, mein Balkon. Der Balkon ist der Balkon. Okay. Dann wandern mit Freunden ausgehen. So, ich gehe nicht gern mit Freunden aus. Ich bin eher allein. Okay. Oder ich bleibe eher allein. Okay. I stay rather alone. Can just form sentences, combine things, okay? Plenty, do them on your own, speak them out, then you can ask ChatGPT to correct you, okay? Let the AI work for you. If you want to at your disposal, use it. Hunde in Skino gehen Berge. Der Berg is masculine, then the plural is the Berge. Then the Zeitung is what the newspaper, then Tiere I've already mentioned. Done? Yeah. So lesen Sie, was meinen Sie? Welche Wörter hat Max in A angekreuzt? Okay, so you are to read you are to read this passage and you are to give the words that Martin, this guy, Matt's selected to make his passage. Okay, so basically, so which means you can even combine all these words to form what a small passage of like to write something small about yourself. Okay, maybe gehen mit Tieren draußen, so that's spazieren. Maybe im Park lese ich Zeitungen, während die Tiere mit den Kindern spielen. So spielen. Okay, whilst the maybe animals play with the dog. Like just combine them. Okay, combine plenty of these, then personalize them. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Someone should read.
Ich bin, ich bin ein Stadtmensch. Ich wohne lieber in einer Wohnung mit Balkon als in einem Haus mit Garten. Ich bin nicht oft zu Hause. Meistens gehe ich aus und treffe Freunde. Ich mag gern Städtereisen. Das finde ich interessanter als einen Urlaub in den Bergen. Ich gehe nicht gern wandern. Ich sehe lieber einen Film im Kino. Viele Leute haben einen Hund. Sie müssen jeden Abend mit dem Hund spazieren gehen. Da sitze ich lieber auf meinem Sofa und sehe fern. Das gefällt mir besser.
This is speaking.
But
Charlie.
we want to say Charlie, no, no, touch the man over. Why? Touch the man is flexible. Why? You didn't move to so.
Yeah, the other catch him, I know, find Jimmy. So
Java,
the other catch him, this is giant, this is Java, a little more super game. Then I like him to move for. All right, I believe like this passage, the comprehension should be 95%. So it's been ein Stadtmensch. Der Stadtmensch is there, okay? Der Stadtmensch means the city person or city human, like someone who loves the city. Okay, der Stadtmensch. Yeah. So ich bin ein Stadtmensch. Ich wohne lieber in einer Wohnung mit Balkon als in einem Haus mit Garten. So I prefer to stay in an apartment with what balcony than in a house with what garden. Ich bin nicht oft zu Hause. I'm not always at home. Meistens, most of the time. Meistens means mostly, or most of the time. Meistens gehe ich aus und treffe Freunde. Ich mache, so meistens is the superlative form, feel. So the adjective is feel. The comparative is mehr. Then the superlative is what? Meistens, am meisten. Okay, am meisten. Yeah. But then meistens here is the adverb most of the time. Okay. Then am meisten is mostly. Yeah. Meistens is the adverb, like the adverbial like manner, adverbial manner. Yeah, that's meistens. But then it's formed from viel mehr am meisten. Then and then meistens is like mostly, most of the time. The adverb, yeah. So yeah, usually, yeah. Meistens gehe ich aus und treffe Freunde. Ich mag gern Stadtreisen. I like going through cities, like traveling to cities. So das finde ich interessanter als einen Urlaub in den Bergen. Okay, I find that more interesting than a vacation in the mountains. Yeah, in den Bergen, because it's what dative plural, in den Bergen. Ich gehe nicht gern wandern. Ja. Ich sehe lieber einen Film im Kino. Viele Leute haben einen Hund. Sie müssen jeden Abend mit dem Hund spazieren gehen. Also es ist eine Pflicht. Like, it's compulsory that you have to go out with your dog. If you have a dog, you can't keep the dog always at home. So most of the time, in the morning, the evening, like they always go out with their dogs. Yeah. Then sie müssen ihre, ja. So das setze ich lieber auf meinem Sofa und sehe fern. Das gefällt mir better. That pleases me what better. Super. Yeah.
Boy, question.
So, mhm.
Meistens gehe ich aus und treffe Freunde. Hold on, und the verb here is ausgehen. But once the problem, meistens never na gehe never with the subject. No. Then one fact, I thought the Bianca aus in the at the end of where the after friend, but he brought that house, which is the same problem, just after meanwhile, so there is the issue, let's say, means they cannot answer.
So yeah, I get you, but it's because there are two different sentences.
See,
It's like saying I eat. No, it's like saying I eat and I play. You can't say I eat play. Okay, so if the it itself is a separable verb, then you have to complete it in the first sentence. Then when you use und, a different sentence need to be like built up. Okay, do you get it? There are two different sentences. So in the first sentence is meistens gehe ich aus. So it's complete. Most of the time I go out. Okay, and meet friends. Do you get it? So like they are different. Both sentences can stand alone without each other, like without each other. So it's like saying meistens treffe ich Freunde or the meistens gehe ich aus. They are two different sentences. It's another choice. Do you get it? If you want to combine them, then we have maybe meistens gehe
yeah,
ich
but
aus, Freunde
and
zu
no,
treffen. You said?
like and
The
like
und,
bringing
the
like
end, is
international, not
telling,
I figure maybe
yeah.
the house, yeah.
Yeah. So the end, that tells you that the two different activities or two different sentences. You can't merge them together. When you want to merge them together, then the sentence structure will be different. That's what I said. Most of the time, I go out in order to meet friends. This one I've combined them to make one sentence. Okay. So meistens gehe ich aus, Freunde zu treffen. Okay, so it depends on like sentence structure how you want to use it. But then if it's if you are using und, you can say I play it. Yeah, I play and eat. So if play was to be a separable verb in German, then maybe if play would have been maybe ausspielen, then ich spiele aus und esse. You can say ich spiele und esse aus. No, when you put the aus, it means the aus is both for what out is. You are saying the aus is what ausspielen and what aus essen. It doesn't work like that. So when the aus comes at the end of the sentence, it means you are saying the verb ausgehen, then the verb like the treffen, the other verb also is also like austreffen. Do you get it? That's false. Do you get it? Yeah.
Okay. And now it's okay. Remember this statement. I have to stay at home and maybe pay attention to the kids. And then something so yeah, each moves to house bleiben, oder? And then yeah, and pay attention. Oh, and then for me, something you
I'm
make
sharing.
make a make sense.
I get you. I get you. I get you. So ich muss zu Hause bleiben und auf die Kinder achten. Yeah. In this sentence, the muss no is covering both verbs. So I have to stay at home. So the staying at home is what is a fleshed, meaning the German in English nation man fleshed means like you. Ah yeah. Oh yeah. duty, well, actually, duty, and I said like different duties and responsibilities. And I said one, if it's not duties, then what? But I need to create a new tab for chapter 11. So your sentence, I have to stay at home and take care of the kids. In this sentence, the have to is a modal verb. Look at it.
Boy, what do you see?
No, maybe I may know the opposite. I know what you want.
Okay.
Ja. Ich muss zu Hause bleiben und auf die Kinder aufpassen. Okay. So one you say just a sentence where I stay at home and take care of the kids. So in this sentence, you have two verbs. First was stay and what take care. Right? So ich bleibe zu Hause und passe auf die Kinder auf. No, never saying. So there are two different you. So in this sentence, I stay at home can stand alone, and I take care of children. The kids can also stand alone. But in this sentence, the first sentence is I have to, which is must. So I have to stay at home and I have to take care of the children. To take care is aufpassen. To take care like seeing over someone is aufpassen. And when you want to mention the thing that you are taking care of. So the of is also auf in German. That's why the auf is plenty in the sentence. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What you say? Okay, I started with because, maybe while. They want to say because I have to take care of the kids. How would that be?
Because that's how you can make it to. So I stay. What's the day?
Yeah, I know, but no, because. Okay.
Ich bleibe zu Hause, weil ich auf die Kinder aufpassen muss. Ade, udi pare kade. Okay.
Radio be no now when I have to.
Not from Leo.
Numbers we say one.
That is right. Sure, next.
Okay, what do you? Yeah, okay.
But then, like, if you are using und, if you're talking about two different activities, so if in the first sentence, if the activity is a separable verb and you didn't use a modal verb, normally when we use a modal verb, then like the modal verb, like when we use a modal verb to describe two different activities, then we can make them with und. Okay, so we end the first sentence with The first verb comes before the und, then the second verb goes at the end of the sentence after the second phase of the activity also at the end. So in such cases, the muss is both like taking is like the muss is for both different both activities. But then when you use the when when the verb used are two different verbs that can stand alone, then you just have to just after your own both verbs. But then in this case, I didn't say ich bleibe zu Hause und ich passe auf die Kinder because both activities, I'm the same person doing both activities. There's no need for me to stay to repeat the ich again. In the English sentence, you say I stay at home and take care of the children, or you can say I stay at home and I take care of the, which is like the issue will be too much redundant. Do you get it? So there's no need to repeat that. Okay. Yeah. Modal verbs then is very common with that. You can use the modal verb to, but and they can stand then two verbs can stand alone, then just use it, then just end it. And in the first sentence, the first verb is a modal verb. End it before you use what the end. Okay, because you're talking about the first phase of the sentence and the second phase. And the second phase is also a modal verb. So like if let's say in the question you asked, if let's say if both sentences are both so if both verbs are separable verbs, then how are you going to end it? So maybe you get let's say I turn on the TV and I open the fridge. Okay. So in the you have two verbs here, anmachen and what's aufmachen. Okay. The ich mache den Fernseher an und den Kühlschrank auf. No, you can also say ich mache den Fernseher an und mache den Kühlschrank auf. But then like the marking will be redundant because marking is like the same verb can be used for you say yeah. But then they'll kind of first no. Say if I were to follow that's the one you mentioned, then it would have been ich mache den Fernseher, then your an will go away, und den Kühlschrank, then you what an auf. But the an is for the first, and marking, then this again for like it doesn't make sense. You just have to preposition at the end, so you have to end both sentences. No, you mentioned it like you said, like the first your question you asked, you said why is the separable verb? Why is the preface? Why does the preface come before the und? And I'm saying when you remove it from the und, when you take away the an, then it would have been that, but then that wouldn't be correct. So you have to end it. You have to first end the first activity, then the second activity will also follow. Do you get it? Yeah. All right. Well, time is up. Yes, so please homework, take a screenshot. Yeah, I hope you did. If you didn't, please take the screenshot of these activities and these places now. Oh, I'm sharing, sorry. Here. Make a screenshot of this. Then try to form as many sentences, okay, with these that you prefer doing. Use the adjectives that you just learned, okay? Yeah. Add them plenty sentences around these word shots, okay? Yeah. Just like you're making sentences, just like maths, okay? Math combined as many word shots from what's the first. Oh God, boy, I could voice of practical. Okay, klar. So the opposite of Stadtmensch is what? Naturmensch, nature person or cities person. Okay, ich bin ein Naturmensch. So like when you jump into a speaking exams, like maybe your partner is talking about cities, cars, you can also ich bin ein Naturmensch. This sentence alone, the examiners will be like, ah, Charlie, 100. You see, like, yeah, they are not common. Okay, yeah, you can
Finally,
even
good
add them.
person.
Yeah, you see, yeah. So like there are
So
some things.
dwarf man,
Speaking exam,
village person.
village person sounds negative. Just say Naturmensch because all villages in German we say auf dem Land. Auf dem Land means it's away from the city. Auf dem Land. So like villages always lie away from what like yeah, auf dem Land. So we say auf dem Land. So just use Naturmensch, countryside. Yeah.
Something like so many people. Countryside.
Naturmensch means
Hey,
someone who
we can't
yeah,
say nature person.
no, like nature person, but I'm just
Be okay
saying it
nature
basically
like.
it means no. Basically it means when you, this the
Okay, okay.
villages are bonded to what nature. Okay. When you go to the villages, you will see trees, you will see plants, you see people going on walk and but when you go to the cities, you see cars, trains and you see there are noise over there. Get it? Yeah. So village are always bonded to what nature and cities are bounded to noise. Okay, so you can Naturmensch
Boy,
oder
last but
Stadtmensch.
one statement. Last but one statement of Marx. No. I said da ist ich lieber auf meinem Sofa und sehe Film. That down, what's the function there? Can we ignore it? And say so it's just
Ah,
lieber auf meinem
definitely.
that.
So like da sitze. Listen, it starts from here. Sie müssen jeden Abend mit dem Hund spazieren gehen. Da sitze ich. So I sit there. I preferably to sit there on my sofa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the da is still like dots. Okay, but then when the da, you can also use that as conjunction, and it means since and as. But in this case, it's not a conjunction; it's dots there. Okay, so
Like
like
way.
they go outside to listen. So they go outside. These people they go outside and play with their dogs. But me, there I sit on my what sofa and watch TV. Like inside, like there, instead of going out, I sit there. I sit there on my what um, sofa, and so like you can also form the sentence without using that. Maybe ich sitze lieber auf mein Sofa und sehe Fern. Like the sentence is also right, okay. But then or contradict these people now they go outside. Maybe I sit there on my sofa. You get this? Yeah. Then you see, so da sitze ich lieber auf meinem Sofa. Okay, so contradicting these people, that's why they lieber. So they prefer to go out, but me, they like going out, but me, I prefer to sit on mine. So in this sentence, it makes sense to use the comparative because he's comparing what the activity of people going out with their dogs and him staying what inside. So it makes sense to use that. And he said that gefällt mir besser. That pleases me what better. So the comparative again. Okay. So referring back to what this statement that pleases him better. Yeah. So tomorrow we will learn about animals.
So you can use the that with dog. Like you can interchange it with that dog no to negate each other.
Yeah, but dog is mostly used for statement from people. Like or maybe someone said something like in a dog is used to contradict statements. Okay, so like here is not a statement coming from people, but or no ankasa. Do you get it?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so tomorrow we'll continue from here and we'll run through that's chapter 11, right? We'll run through chapter 11. It seems most of the things here has already been taught. I've given more vivid explanation on that. So better. think it's more about animals. So I see swine, I see pig. I think this chapter is more about vocabularies, more about vocabulary because I don't see too much grammar in this chapter. Yeah, the grammar too, most of them has been taught. Okay, so wir treffen uns wieder morgen, ja? Please come early. Should I wanted to start at 5, but as at 6:15, just 2 people were here. Even only one person could talk, so I couldn't
6:15.
start the class.
Hey, boy. 5:15 and now 6:15.
6:15 here. Talk your matter, me I will talk my matter. Talk your Ghana, me I will talk my I beg. I can't always adapt to you. Yeah, you get it. So I beg tomorrow come early so we can do plenty stuff, okay? Huh?
Sharp. Yeah. Ah.
So this morning.
Zero over 10. Okay. Please, they're still recorded.